as it appears the Indiana Fever may be making a move for another power forward. We have been waiting to see what's going to be the next domino to fall for the Indiana Fever, and this was just posted. Take a look. We have it right there.
The Indiana Fever front office just delivered a loud, unmistakable warning to the entire WNBA, and the message couldn't be clearer. The era of pushing around Caitlin Clark is finished. Any hard hit, any reckless play, any attempt to intimidate the league's brightest star will now be met with immediate resistance. Indiana is reportedly adding veteran forward Myisha Hines-Allen, a 6 feet 2 inches champion and battle-tested presence known for her relentless physicality and no-nonsense style, a player who thrives in contact and refuses to back down. Pair her with Sophie Cunningham, who has already proven she will step in without hesitation to defend her teammates, and this roster stops looking like a typical lineup and starts resembling a defensive stronghold built around its franchise centerpiece. This isn't just about talent. It's about protection, attitude, and setting boundaries. Opponents now understand that Gina Clark means dealing with players willing to absorb penalties, take the heat, and stand firm if things get overly physical. One move like this shifts the tone of the entire 2026 season. The power balance, the mental edge, and the on-court intensity all change overnight. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to WNBA Pro. Sit tight and watch closely, because this edition might be the move that pushes Indiana from contender to championship favorite in Indianapolis.
This isn't about big names, okay? This is about getting quality pieces that could fit into a role and help. She had a down year last year, but one thing Myisha Hines-Allen does, she brings toughness. It ain't gonna be no punking her. It ain't gonna be no bullying her. We need more. We need a goon squad, okay? We already know a hit was sent out on Caitlin Clark. She was the most targeted player in the WNBA for the last 2 years. It's very, very obvious. Myisha Hines-Allen.
Let me explain exactly who Myisha Hines-Allen is for anyone who hasn't been paying close attention, because her resume carries real weight. She was elected by the Washington Mystics in the second round of the 2018 draft, and by just her second season, she played a key role in the franchise's 2019 WNBA championship run, their first title in team history. She wasn't sitting on the bench collecting a ring. She brought toughness, physical presence, and a willingness to handle the gritty, unglamorous work that wins postseason games. Then in 2020, she surged into the spotlight, earning all WNBA second-team honors after producing elite numbers and establishing herself as one of the league's most dependable forwards. She scored through contact, stretched the floor with a reliable three-point shot around 35%, controlled the glass, facilitated from the high post, and defended multiple positions with discipline. For 3 straight seasons, she served as a cornerstone in Washington before being dealt to the Minnesota Lynx at the 2024 trade deadline, a franchise built on defensive intensity and hard-nosed basketball under Cheryl Reeve, an environment where Hines-Allen fit naturally. Most recently, she joined the Dallas Wings for the 2025 season and showed she still has plenty left, averaging 7.6 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-best 2.9 assists in 22 minutes across 40 appearances, including 20 starts in a crowded frontcourt. She remained versatile, physical, and dependable, the type of player who raises a team's competitive floor. And now, as a free agent controlling her next move, the Indiana Fever front office led by Amber Cox moved decisively to bring her in.
While still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston as they come up on their max deals, okay? Myisha Hines-Allen, I think she's a good quality player. I'm not mad at this signing in the least bit, okay? I think Myisha Hines-Allen can definitely provide some strength, some toughness. At the end of the day, she's a dog, and we need dogs, okay? It's too many people that believe they can.
But before breaking down how this move elevates Indiana on the court, there's a deeper strategic reason the signing matters so much, and it's an angle most mainstream coverage is missing. The Fever didn't just shuffle pieces this offseason. They lost co-defensive player of the year Natasha Howard to Dallas on a 3-year max deal, a departure that weakened their interior defense. Adding Monique Billings helped restore some versatility and energy, but there was still a clear gap in the front court. They needed another forward who could bring strong physical play, battle bigger players in paint, stretch the floor when needed, and give Stephanie White more durable rotation options. Myisha Hines-Allen checks every one of those boxes. At 6 feet 2 inches with a long wingspan, she has the defensive flexibility to slide between power forward and center. Her career three-point mark around 35% means defenses can't ignore her when they collapse on Caitlin Clark. And her 6 rebounds per game last season add another relentless presence on the glass. She also posted a career-high 2.9 assists, giving Indiana a capable facilitator in short roll situations when double teams arrive. Beyond the numbers, she brings a level of toughness that changes tone and tempo. She embraces contact, sets firm screens, competes for position, and forces opponents to match her intensity from the opening tip. That edge doesn't show up in spreadsheets, but it reshapes how teams prepare, how they attack, and how comfortable they feel operating inside.
And overpaying role players. Okay, the only long-term commitments they have is Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall now with a multi-year long-term deal. We want to keep her around. Okay, Monique Billings. Outside of that, they're not committing long-term to people, and I actually think that's good, because at the end of the day, that New York Liberty team, they have formed the Avengers, but you can stay competitive and give yourselves a puncher's chance while still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark.
She defends a post with a strong, immovable presence that knocks elite scorers out of rhythm. And when games turn physical and opponents start testing Indiana's resolve, Myisha Hines-Allen is the one who steps forward and shuts it down immediately. That's exactly what the Fever have been constructing all offseason. Not just a high-scoring lineup, but a roster with edge, resilience, and the kind of toughness that holds firm in hostile arenas. This wasn't a sudden move either. Indiana has had its eye on Hines-Allen for a while. During the 2025 season, ESPN's Kevin Pelton even floated a trade sending her from Dallas to Indiana because the fit made sense. But Dallas wasn't ready to move on. Now the situation has shifted completely. She's an unrestricted free agent, meaning no complicated deals, no draft capital sacrificed. Just a clear pitch about why Indianapolis is the perfect next step. And that pitch is powerful. Join Caitlin Clark, an elite playmaker who generates clean looks. Line up with all-stars like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Sophie Cunningham. Compete in front of packed crowds, and chase a title with a team already knocking on the door. Add and improve financial terms under the new CBA, and the opportunity becomes even more appealing. For a veteran at this stage, stepping into a stable contender with defined roles and championship ambition is the ideal scenario. And for Indiana, it's another deliberate move toward building something far tougher than just a talented roster.
I'm cool with bringing in Myisha Hines-Allen to be a part of the supporting cast, and at the end of the day, we need toughness, man. We know Sophie Cunningham's not going for anything. We watched Lexi Hall play with 2 black eyes, but we need people that if somebody fouls somebody too hard, Myisha Hines-Allen is going to be in there ready to fight. She's going to be in there ready to fight. And that is what we need. You need 1 or 2 of these people on your team. I know we talk about team chemistry and all that. You know what helps team chemistry? When you know somebody got your back. When you know if somebody do something wrong.
This move isn't just about rotations or matchups. It's psychological warfare. Picture the Fever's enforcer lineup with Myisha Hines-Allen added to the equation. Sophie Cunningham already sets the tone on the perimeter, a fearless wing defender who made her reputation by stepping in and backing her teammates without hesitation. Now Hines-Allen anchors the interior, controlling the paint, battling bigger players, and establishing a physical presence that makes every drive a calculated risk. Together they form a full-court shield around Caitlin Clark. Cunningham applying pressure outside, Hines-Allen controlling the inside, leaving no easy path to disrupt Indiana's star. Try to crowd Clark on the perimeter and you're met with body-on-body resistance. Attack the rim, and you run into a strong interior presence ready to contest everything. Fight through screens, and you'll feel the response on the other end. It's a tone-setting combination designed to discourage reckless play and force opponents to think twice before testing Indiana's toughness. Over the past 2 seasons, teams have challenged Clark with aggressive defense and physical pressure, and the Fever have answered by deliberately building a roster that pushes back. First came Cunningham to raise the intensity. Now Hines-Allen strengthens the foundation, and together they signal a clear shift. Targeting Indiana's franchise centerpiece will no longer come without immediate, disciplined resistance from a team built to stand its ground.
On her every game, she for the most part is going to be dealing with foul issues. That's just what it is. So we need quality backup center play, and I don't want to rely on Damiris Dantas, but I do really like this move of Myisha Hines-Allen. If the Indiana Fever are able to complete this, I think this will be a beautiful addition to the roster. I still would like to see another move, man. Ray Burrell, I'm still good with Rebecca Allen coming because she could play the 3 and the 4. She could step out. I think there's more to be done.
And here's the basketball advantage that makes this strategy even more powerful. When Caitlin Clark feels protected, her game expands. With full trust in the players around her, she attacks with more freedom, pushing the pace, driving harder, holding the ball longer to manipulate defenses, and delivering the daring passes that define her playmaking. Last season, there were stretches where heavy physical pressure led to more cautious decisions, settling for deep shots instead of attacking, moving the ball early rather than forcing rotations, subtle adjustments that limited her natural aggression. With Sophie Cunningham securing the perimeter and Myisha Hines-Allen controlling the interior, that hesitation fades, allowing Clark to operate at full throttle every night. And an unleashed Clark is one of the most difficult offensive engines to contain. She already produced 16.5 points and 8.8 assists per game while facing constant defensive attention. Add greater freedom, more spacing, and stronger support, and the ceiling rises even higher. This move isn't only about protection. It's about unlocking the offense. Hines-Allen's presence creates space, absorbs contact, and lets Clark dictate tempo without compromise. Now look at the roster. Clark running the point, Kelsey Mitchell providing scoring punch, Cunningham bringing wing defense, Aaliyah Boston anchoring the front court, Lexi Hull adding perimeter discipline, Monique Billings offering versatility, Hines-Allen strengthening the interior with Ty Harris, DeWanna Bonner, style veteran stability roles, and developing depth rounding things out. Suddenly, what was once a thin front court becomes a balanced, physical, and versatile rotation. The combination of skill, defense, and toughness gives Indiana an identity few teams can match, a lineup that competes, protects its star, and sustains pressure from tip to buzzer. That's the full picture. A deeper roster,